Bo Van Pelt joining us here. And Bo, today, I don't know, it seemed like that bogey train couldn't leave you, or you couldn't jump off that train.
Yeah, it was just one of those days of Doral. I mean, obviously, when you put the ball in play, you can make some birdies. You've seen some low scores out here the last couple of days, and um, I was just in the rough too much today. That the Bermuda rough's got a little bit of flyer in it, and greens are perfect. They're a little bit firm and fast, and I was just coming out of the rough too much, and made a couple silly bogeys, three putts that cost me when I was in a pretty good space on 18 and on 10 to make birdie, and ended up making bogey. So just let too many shots get away, and unfortunately, it's kind of been the theme a little bit this year, just kind of killing my momentum when I feel like I got a pretty good day going. So, hopefully, all in all, my game feels pretty good. Look forward to the weekend. Nice to have two rounds to play, and hopefully put two solid rounds together and kind of end on a positive note.
Well, how tough is it with this rough? Because it's almost the kind of rough where you're pretty much going to get a penalty if you end up in it.
Yeah, it's that perfect tweener hype, so where you get up there and you got a pretty good look at the ball, and so you think, oh, this won't be too bad, but they do a good job of tucking the pins here at Doral, and like I said, the greens are firm. Even shots from the fairway are rolling, 15 to 20 feet. So you can imagine coming out of the rough, they're going to roll through the back of the green, and then you got a tough little chip out of that Bermuda rough, which is just kind of a grab bag, whether how you're going to catch the ball. So. It was definitely out there for the taking today if you drove the ball in the fairway. And unfortunately, I just had too many shots just out of the rough, and Doral got me today.
All right, help our followers understand something, because I think that you're a great guy that's able to bounce back. Some guys get going the wrong way, and that's it; they're done. You're a guy who over your career, I've seen you plenty of times have maybe a day that wasn't exactly the way you wanted it to be, but then bounce back with a couple of really good days on the weekend. Just talk about what it takes to be able to do that.
Well, you got to have a short-term memory. When you're a professional golfer, you're going to have days that aren't very good, and when you want a good day, and so you know that that's part of the deal. There's going to be good days and bad days. Felt like I made some strides on Thursday. I felt like I was as solid of a ball striking round as I've had this year probably, and just wanted to build on that, and unfortunately didn't do that today. And hopefully get back. Made two good swings on 18, ended up making bogey anyways, but made two good swings on 18, and hopefully I can build on that for tomorrow, and just hit a bunch of greens and give myself some looks here at Doral, and hopefully make some putts. I just got to get back to playing some solid golf. And, for me, when I'm playing well, I hit a lot of fairways, I hit a lot of greens, and keep the golf course in front of me. And just seems like, so far this year I've had a bunch of rounds where I'm playing from a bad spot. And, it doesn't matter how good a player you think you are. If you're playing from a bad spot on the PGA Tour, it's not going to end well.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about tweeners and stuff like that and how difficult they can be. And certainly you got to be playing from the right spots no matter what your talent level is. Last thing I want to ask you is when you feel like you're struggling a little bit, I mean, for you guys, it is such a finite thing. Finite, a new word, I guess, but it's such a finite thing. What do you look to do when you're struggling just a little bit and it's just one little thing? Are you waiting to talk to Mark Wood? How do you deal with it?
Well, I think you just got to try to stay patient. I mean, as much as you can. It's easy to say, hard to do. We're in a results business, and that's kind of our livelihood. And each shot you want to hit well. That's our intent. But you got to understand that even when you play great golf, you're going to hit some shots. Every shot's not going to be perfect, and I think I'm definitely guilty of that. You get playing well and you think, oh, I'm going to hit every shot great. And even when you're playing well, you don't do that. You can look back at the tapes and still see that you hit shots. So you just got to try to get back to basics, make sure that you're not skipping a step. Your pre-shot routine's good. You're lining up at your target good. You're talking with your caddy about where you want to start the ball. You're visualizing a good picture. I mean, all those things go into playing good golf. And seems like when you're playing well, those things just automatically happen in sequence. When you get off a little bit, it seems like your mind can wander a little bit, and you don't have that sequence of thoughts as smoothly as you do when you're playing well. So I think it's just getting back to basics and not being too hard on yourself, and good results usually follow.